Hey guys, welcome back. Here's another video in the Fast Track mini video series. And this one is on the Irresistible offer. And it's how to sell your product or service in 5 seconds or less. And if you can structure your business and your pitch and your sell to do this, it is a massive breakthrough and everyone will think you're very, very smart, which is always nice when you've got a big ego. So anyway, not saying you do, but some people do. Some people around here. Anyway, did you know if you go to the supermarket for a bottle of milk, and the supermarkets know this, the average spend for someone just buying milk is about $27.83, the average spend. They've only got to get you in to buy that milk. Handy thing to know. The supermarkets know this, which is why often they will discount wine or milk or something. They might make a loss on it, they might break even, but they want you in the door because they know it's very easy to get you to buy more stuff. Now just keep that in mind because this is a big secret. And Gary Halbert, who was a great direct response marketer, basically he had a strategy which was sell them something incredibly easy to get them started and then sell them something more. Now the key is, obviously with number one, is find someone who's incredibly thirsty. Now that's the big key, but where the money is, that's what makes marketing or selling easy. But what makes profitability easy is when you have that sell them more stuff. And because you're basically going to get a higher lifetime value. So everybody you bring in the door, if you can get $100 out of them, or if you can get $27 out of them instead of $4, then the value of your customers is much higher on average than the person down the street. So basically you have to set up a way, structure a way that you can create a glass of milk which is easy to sell but have something else that naturally sells straight after it. That's the key to big profitability. So let's investigate that a little bit. So why get them started? Well, some of the main reasons people don't buy, and there's 4 I've listed here. 1, they don't want it. 2, they don't believe you. 3, they don't believe it will work for them, what you're offering. And 4, they can't afford it. Now, if they don't want it, they don't want it. And some people try and bash their head on a brick wall. They don't want it. So just leave them be and go and find someone who does want it. Now, so forget number 1, but the believability is certainly something you can affect, and certainly the can't afford it is actually not really usually a genuine reason. And I'll give you a quick example just to prove this. Look at this house here. This is a house in Kilburnie, and obviously it requires a little bit of maintenance. But the thing I want to point out, now actually that's a window. If I can get my mouse here, that's not a window, that's a door. And you can see where the stairs used to be. And this door opens out onto nothing. Okay, so we'd have to assume these people can't afford paint, can't afford stairs. But let's see what they can afford. Oh, Sky Dish. Hello. No guttering, no stairs. House has got on a lean. I don't know how it hasn't been, it's not in Christchurch, it's in Wellington. Anyway, Sky. Brilliant. Here's another one, another example. This house can't even afford windows. No windows, no windows, no windows, no windows. But look, Sky Dish. We can afford that. And you'll also see beer bottles around the side. So hopefully it's not your house, but if it is, I mean, nothing wrong with the houses. The point is people will buy what they want. They won't buy what they need. They'll buy what they want. So comrades, the army surplus shop in town got this right. Nothing you need, but everything you want. And that's what you want to be selling, is stuff people want. But the point is, people can afford it if they want it. Don't ever believe it. So the key is around proving and giving belief, building belief for people, because, as we said, they either don't believe that you can do it, or they don't believe the thing you're selling will work for them. So to move them forward, you need to provide them with trust, confidence, momentum, results, and a bit of motivation. Well, that's where the irresistible offer can come in. If you offer them a little sampling of it at an incredibly good deal, just to get them going, then all those things go up. You've got a chance to build trust and rapport, confidence, momentum, get them some early little results, and then it makes selling number 2, 3, and 4 a lot easier. When someone's thinking about it, it's very passive. You want to get them active. Or, a car salesman will get you in the driver's seat and get you behind and get you feeling it and taking it out on the road. Maybe a pet shop will put that puppy in your arms. You've got to get it in their arms. I've got a client who sells uniforms and apparel. it's always the key for them is they've got to get the person touching it and feeling it. You've always got to take along your clothes rack. You've got to get them feeling it. That's, so the irresistible offer's got to be tied up with getting them taking some small action, even if you don't make any money from it. Effectively, you're offering them a glass of milk. So, irresistible. It's sort of like a slippery pole. It's got to be so good that when they jump on that pole, they just slide naturally all the way to the bottom. And it's got to be easier for them to jump on that pole, easier for them to say yes than to say no to it, because the value that you're offering and that initial thing is so good. But you've got to get your model right first. So here's an example of two people selling something similar. I know they're a bit different, but you've got the Sky TV box and you've got the Freeview box. Now, they both provide extra channels. The Freeview is about $600. It's a one-off purchase and there's nothing else to buy. Sky TV offer a monthly subscription of about $500. Now, it's easy to sell them more stuff because it's automatically built into the way they've structured their business model. They're selling a monthly fee, and that is often one of the big secrets to getting it right. If you can restructure things to make it a monthly fee, you are in with a grin. Here's another example. This was I used to sell a program called Mind Games, and it was about mental skills for people. And I knew if I could get them to have a 60-minute preview session, which is my irresistible offer, I'll do it for nothing to a sales team, then very easy for me to then get them to buy 2, 3, 4, 5 sessions after that. And I'd sell them all in one block. But I knew it was a slippery pole. Most of the people who do the 1 hour thing couldn't help themselves. They had to buy the rest. It was a really good performance and song and dance I put on. But it's a really good product, so it was easy to upsell. So let's have a look at crafting an irresistible offer really quickly. There's 3 components to doing it. 1, you've got an incredibly high return on investment, so it's got to be great value. Number 2, it's got to be highly believable. And number 3, you've got to have a thing called a touchstone, or it certainly helps to have a touchstone. So let's look at each of these. High return on investment. So as perceived by the buyer, they look at the deal and go, this is too good. Not too good to be true, because that's a bit of a danger, but this is incredibly great value. For every dollar, quid pro quo, every dollar I'm spending, it feels like I'm getting about 10 back. And it gets them in the door. It's like a Trojan horse. So believability, well, there's a few things you can do here. And bear in mind, this guy put an ad in the paper in New York, and he said, for every dollar you send me, I'll give you $1,000 in return. Just a classified ad in the paper. Guess how many people he got responding for that? None. Because it was too good to be true. So it's got to be shaped in a way that it's believable. Or you've got to appear to be believable. So the offer's got to be logical. If you can demonstrate something good, the believability goes up. If you use high-profile clients and endorsements, excellent. Proof. Obviously, you're right, you need proof. Putting a classified ad in the paper, I think everyone thought they were just going to lose $1. Touchstone. This is the big one that most people struggle to do. And it's a catchy statement which basically encapsulates 3 things. What it is you're offering, how much it's going to cost, and what's in it for me, the buyer. What is the benefit? And if you can incorporate all those 3 things, then you have what's called a touchstone. So here's an example, because this is the hardest one. Touchstone, right? Columbia Records. They put out an offer, an irresistible offer. 10 CDs for 1 cent. On the basis that you agree to buy CDs on a monthly basis. So there you go, there's that model again. 10 CDs for a cent. When I was in England playing cricket, I was about 19, and they had an offer. I'm not sure if it was the same company, but it was something like 10 CDs for £5. And of course, I bought it, and you could cancel after the first month, which I did because I had no money. But and I didn't even realise I couldn't understand how they would do it when someone was clearly going to cancel after the next month because it was something like £10 a month after that. But obviously enough people aren't 19-year-old cricketers with no money, and they carry on paying, which is fine. They'll know their numbers. They just got to get them in the front door. But 10 CDs for a cent, quite a catchy touchstone. It works. Worked for them. Damn, that's a glass of milk, isn't it? Get them in the front door. On average, they're going to spend $27.83 because you know your numbers. Here's another one. 30 minutes or free. Now, this was Dominique's Pizza, which became Domino's Pizza. 30 minutes or it's free. Good touchstone. Short. Tells you what's on offer. Now, it's not obviously money on offer, but it's they worked out that pizza delivery fast was the big value generator for selling pizzas back in 1960. They knew that. And Incredible. It became so popular they had their own category, and it wasn't great pizza, but it was fast, and that was the key thing, and they made lots of money. Another client's copied that type of thing, on time or it's free. Southern Plumbing, good on them. Works quite well. So just have a look at that. High return on investment. Yep, if you want fast pizza, that's a big return. Believable? Yes, because they'll pay out. They'll make your pizza free if they don't deliver. So there you go. Touchstone, 30 minutes or free, pretty good. Here's another good touchstone. Saw this recently. Here at Grab a Seat, we love innovation and thinking outside the square. Our latest brainchild is a fare structure that will allow you to combat the recent rise in ticket prices with a health-conscious twist. Brilliant. So if you want to decrease your airfare and your waistline at the same time, read on. Now the offer here was for you select how old you are and how much you weigh, and they'll give you a price based on your weight. How good's that? Pay what you weigh. Even rhymes. Brilliant. So let's have a look. High return on investment. If you're thin, it is, yeah. Believable? Well, credible company. Touchstone, pay what you weigh. Yeah, good touchstone. Unfortunately, it was an April Fool's joke. But I tell you what, I like the idea so much, I think I might do some consulting on a pay what you weigh basis. Highly politically incorrect, I guess. I saw the blog on this and someone was complaining, God, can we not slag off fat people now? What's going wrong with the world? That we thought that was the last bastion of impropriety, but it appears not. April Fool's joke, but a great touchstone all the same. But you get the idea. So anyway, offer a glass of milk. Most of you are selling high-priced services. Here's an example. David Maister said, and he does trainings for professional services and things like that. Incredibly expensive, actually. I think it's about $10,000 US a day plus business class tickets around the world. So there you go, if you want him, that's the deal. But anyway, he talked about professional service people. Rather than doing a tender or doing a big, long sales cycle, which is painful, tender's painful, he said you're better off to do offer a free 2 or 3 hour workshop where you'll sit down with them, you'll take them through the problem and you'll diagnose it and analyse it and give them a chance to work out at least what the problem is. He said you're better off doing that and spending 2 hours with them than spending 20 hours doing a tender. I would agree. That's quite an irresistible offer if you do have a problem and you want to sort it out. Mindset Target Training, which is my training program, I'd always do that 1 hour preview session, glass of milk, because I knew it was a slippery pole. They get on that. Slippery. There's a consulting franchise. They're offering a webinar, which is obviously free and highly leveraged. You go in and you do a seminar. You do a free report that solves a problem. Now, what's the value on that? It depends on, you've got to pick a really good problem that is highly, painful for people. And if you offer a free report that outlines how to solve it, massively high return on investment for that person. So, I know the touchstone you've still got to work on. That's probably the hardest part, but you can certainly get the return on investment and the believability by offering your own glass of milk. So that's basically it. How to sell your product and service in 5 seconds or less. The secret is application, not just sitting here going, well, that's a good idea. I wonder how we could do it. I'll get onto that later. Actually, it requires a pen and paper, and if you do it now, you never know what you might come up with. So hopefully it sparks some ideas. And good luck using it. Let me know how you get on. I did say in a previous video that there'd be a prize if anyone applies any of this stuff well. So I will give a prize, and that is if you send in a video outlining what you did, which of these fast track videos you used and how you did it. And there goes the phone. Look out. Then the best 3 will receive, I'll give you a 90-minute consultation with me, and we'll go over your specific business. And we'll see if we can find $5,000 worth of extra sales. And there's usually one strategy I use, which is pretty good for doing that type of thing. So anyway, give it a go. Just send us an email, YouTube video of what you've done and how well you've done. And if it's good enough, then I'll let you know. I'll send you a voucher for a session. All right, that's it, guys. Have a good day, and see you soon.